if you had to run a spaced throttle body, it would change your hood any. You'd have to cut this down some, I think.
Well, the idea of why it went up is so that it would stay off the downpipe.
Shorten if you did get something that had a spacer in it.
Yeah, I could shorten it to a half inch or so. Thank you. Don't do no unboxings around here. Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, thank God it is Friday. Yeah, that's the old lady. Somebody.
Yes, you saw a rock auto box. Right? You want to show the magnet we got? You got a new O-ring.
Yeah, I ordered one.
Oh, I assumed it came with it.
Yeah, that throttle blade is just, I mean, it's barely open, and I'm surprised that it's idling so high. Barely open. Yeah, I got another one just for shits and giggles.
Do I drive the Trans Am tax? Depends on the scenario, I guess.
If YouTube terminated an account, what would be the likely reason? The likely reason would be that it's got content on there that they don't want on YouTube anymore. And my Rock Auto magnet,
Different than your other one.
pretty sweet little shoebox. Does she drive the Trans Am fast? Yes, she does. And yeah, we haven't raced since she did a 6-speed swap because she's breaking transmission in, but we have raced many times.
Versus the little clips. Got something down.
It says photo on it. I put it on the inside and on the outside on this one.
Okay, well, I like that better.
I mean, I guess if they're gonna get sucked in, they're gonna get sucked in. It doesn't matter.
True.
Yeah. So I'm replacing the throttle body that I put on a couple weekends ago with an actual Fomoco. So this is Rock Auto is the only place that had an actual factory replacement throttle body. Still expensive, but It is actual Ford and not a knockoff. We do my O-ring. There it is.
In the baggie.
So it's not, yeah, not something, I mean, the throttle body I got was an expensive one. And it came from, American Muscle.
Not I.
So, who won? She's never beaten me in my car. Come close a couple times.
NA was a damn good race.
Yeah, NA was, yeah, when we were both NA, it was really good racing.
I'm not making as much power and I weigh more.
Yeah.
The comments don't stay up on the TV.
I don't know, I could never figure out how to get them to stick. Yeah, this part number is different than the one that the listing was for.
No track for him, maybe for me.
The numbers have changed those two on the end, and what I was reading, that was fine. We shall see. We shall see. Got these little alignment dials on the other side and one on the bottom. A little tricky son of a gun.
What are those ridges?
Airflow, whatever the hell it's supposed to do. But when people pour them, that's the first thing that goes because there's some at the top and some at the bottom. It's the first thing that goes when they pour them. They knock those ridges out of them. Where's me hole?
Clay for Kids says hi.
Who?
Clay for Kids.
Clay for Kids. That is not right at all. Maybe I just won't hold one. There you go, break it. Just won't hold the top right. You gotta sound like a real douchebag doing all that. Sound like 85. Can't feel that. Down. What in the hell? Get in there. So it doesn't fit in that dowel on the bottom. And if it does, it ain't gonna line up. That's strange. What the deuce, bro?
You talking about this?
It's not, huh. Why is it? What the hell's the difference? Supposed to be
This
the
one's
same.
spaced down. This is your
That's,
new.
That's that one. Yeah, that looks like the difference is right there. Yeah, so is that one. I'll
Maybe you
be.
just don't use the towel.
I'll be dipped. Huh. I don't know what the fuck that's all about. Yeah, that's why it's not coming up enough to get into that. Well. What the difference? So the one that I bought from Rock Auto is supposed to be for 11 to 14, which is what we're working with. You see that hole right in the center there? That's an alignment dowel hole. The bottom of the intake has got that little tit sticking out, and you see the other one right there, and there's one on the side there. If you look at this one, see if I can get them in the shot together. Yeah, there you go. It's a little better. See how much further down your OE one is compared to the supposed to be OE one. I mean, it's engraved Fomoco. What up, Square Body? No, I won't be going down no damn drag strips. This ain't a drag strip car anymore. Oh, damn. What's that all about, huh? Something holding it up with that down under there. Now it's got me wondering. I really hate to cut that off of there because it's there for a reason. It's not there just for fucking shits and giggles. I don't want to cut it off just to try to make that work. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. That throttle body is supposed to be for, this year motor. But the AA versus the A, whatever the hell, AD, is where the difference is.
That's how much farther it is.
Dropping in to see what us Ford boys are doing. Well, that new throttle body I stuck on the other day, the car wouldn't idle down past 1,000, and it's supposed to be about 850. And when I rev it, it would just hang in the RPM, which isn't cool at all. So I did a few things, tried to relearn it a few times, and reflashed my tune and all this other crap, and it didn't change anything. So I'm just assuming that I got a defective throttle body. So I ordered an actual Motorcraft throttle body. And you see what's going on. It doesn't line up with the intake or any of that crap. So. Yeah.
Yours is B or not that far.
No, there's no. Well, I mean, they make ones that are specific for the Boss, but a factory one bolts onto it just fine. That's what's been on here was the 14 throttle body. So. We'll see. I got my R&D department on it right now.
Yours is B or 3B. That's F or 3B.
That's interesting. Just swore I picked the right one. Well, I'll be dead. Ain't that about the sons of guns?
Our
Hey, Mike.
FR3E, often associated with the 15 to 17 F-150 or similar Gen 2. BR3E, standard for 1114 GT slash F-150 Gen 1. Do you have a Gen 2 throttle body?
What? On the car?
Yeah.
No.
That's
That's what it's saying?
I don't know.
Shouldn't be.
I don't know. I'm still deciphering.
It might be backwards.
BR3. No, you have a Gen 1. This is a Gen 2. This is a 15 to 17.
Yeah, I swore when I picked it off the fucking website I was picking the right shit. Oh well. I'm mildly retarded sometimes. No big deal. No big deal.
Yeah, FR3E 15, 17, Gen 2. BR3E 11, 14, Gen 1. Both are 80, but they differ in calibration and connector orientation. Both are often used interchangeably in aftermarket applications.
How about that? Nobody's perfect. I didn't want to try to put the original one back on just because of took it apart. So, back to the drawing board. I'll order the right shit, I guess. Mike, you still doing your live stream, bud? I was gonna jump on and do this while I hung out with you guys. Oh, you're done? Really? You called it an early night, did you? Usually you guys are on there for forever.
TB46, not 34. The one I found looks just like yours on the pictures. BR3Z. Remember?
I could have swore that was the one you sent me.
This one says it's a 46. TB46. You got TB34. But it looks just like yours.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I picked the one we were talking about. But evidently not. Oh well. Old or no.
You just accidentally clicked on 15 and not 14. Because the 15 is the one you got.
Well, what's up with this stupid lock, but it doesn't like the lock. There we go. Alright. Send the old girl back. And use a different one. Snap. Dang. I'll have to send that one back too. Send them all back. No, I ordered the wrong damn one. I was off by a couple letters. So the one I got was for a Gen 2, not a Gen 1, after the wife did some research. I must have, fat fingered my number.
When you were on Rock Auto, did it have the 5.0 and 5.8 supercharged option when you were sorting through your?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I wish it had around 1,600 horsepower. Not even close. Not even close. Ugh, I gotta get the F-250 in here now and start on that Hydro Boost job.
You want to roll this in?
What's that?
Do you want to roll this in?
Actually, is my shut-off switch still on?
Yeah.
Jump in there and start this. Just out of sheer curiosity. Yeah, it's got a big-ass turbo on it, don't it? It's a little big for the application, but it works. A little laggy, but if I brake boosted, it does just fine. Should be a neutral.
Yours is a lot stiffer than mine.
Hundred angry gerbils. 125 angry gerbils. Yeah, it just won't idle down. Hell no. She doesn't drive this car. You can turn it off.
Talking bad about him.
Yeah, he's gonna have a hard time selling ECUs considering the market. Yeah, no, C6, she doesn't drive my car.
I would not want to drive it with that clutch.
Oh, now she's
I
spoiled.
like mine.
Now she's spoiled. You hear that? She's got that old fucking 2-finger clutch in her car, and
Hey, you liked it too. Don't be.
I guess Riker let Castiel back out.
No, I had let him out.
Oh.
And he's whining to go in.
Let's
I
see here.
moved it one time, and I will never again.
You need to have cold air coming from outside by connecting a pipe that goes to the grill. Well, you see, I got this big ass hole over here. Well, no, sorry. I was thinking about that side. But anyway, it does just fine. There's enough air ventilation in there. My IATs are always cold. I don't have any trouble with it, really. My other car had a big ass hole there. She likes real power. You shut your mouth. What's all done to hers? What's all done to hers? Everything. Everything. It's LS1 forged internals, cam, rockers, push rods, ported, polished heads. It's got
all the boys to the yard.
it's got a 9-inch in it. It's got a. We just put a T56 in it a couple weekends ago. All tubular suspension, front and back. It's got everything done to it.
I mean, we met over horsepower in cars, so.
My wife made a mistake when my car wasn't running. She tried to start it and left my ignition on. Whoops. Mike. Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous, Mike. My car makes a little over 700. Not much. But for what it is, it's pushing the limits of what it can handle anyway.
It'd be interesting to put mine back on rollers just to see.
Yeah, well, now we can turn it up, which is the nice thing. Her car should make 800 plus. Right now she's making close to 700. Yeah, it's a whole another topic to talk about that deal, but now we can turn the boost up and rev the car out and such, that it's got the manual in it. So she ought to make well into the 800s, I would think.
Depends how much I want to push it.
Yeah. She may push it just far enough to where she can, beat me all the time, or she might just push it far enough to where we race very good all the time.
I'd go for option 2. I like a good race.
I've got a bunch of races of her and I when our cars were in A, and when she was still in A and I put the turbo on, we screwed around a little bit just for grins. But there's a bunch, and I had to lock them all down because YouTube was blocking my content and blocking my reach because I had, illegal street racing. So I locked it all down, and then miraculously, weeks later, my views on my other videos started going up, and then subscribers started dumping in, and the floodgates opened, if you would. So all those street racing videos that I have are all locked down private. Maybe once I get monetized, I can take those videos and make them private to like Patreon, if you would, so that only people that are subscribed or Patreons or whatever you want to call it can see those videos. But there's a lot of this car doing a lot of street racing. Ginger Snaps is the little old lady from Pasadena. Old cars are much better to work on unless they're 2000 Trans Am WS6s.
Mine just officially hit classic, so.
Yeah, I work on it all, Michael. I work on it all. It doesn't matter to me. New, old, falling apart. I work on it all. Yeah, I'm a street guy. We're all street people around here. Yep. My car does very well, either dig racing or roll racing. It's just the vast portion of the people here, they all like to do roll racing. So my car does that very, very well. There's only a few people that's ever wanted to really dig race me, but they, you know, a few of them, a few of them being decent competition, and some of them not being much competition at all. No, the wifey don't have no bead locks. She might need them once we turn it up, but we'll see. I don't use any prep. I don't use any prep on my car at all. I prefer it to spin a little bit versus dead hooking, honestly. That way I don't break anything else. I prefer it to spin. When it was in A, it would spin through 3 gears before it hooked up, and that was still fine to race and be competitive with what I was racing. But I prefer it to spin. Like right now with boost and brake boosting it, third gear rolls, it'll still spin just a little bit, not much, and then just go. So I prefer it to spin a little. I don't do any cash days type of stuff. Most people are just doing it for fun around here. There's not a lot of people that want to race for money, and if they do, they're just trying to buy their way out of a race. I could go out and be like, I won't race nobody for less than 20 grand, and there's not gonna be any takers. You're not gonna have any fun. So hell, I'll race people for fucking chicken finger basket. Don't make no difference to me.
I mean, when I met you, it was for pinks.
Yeah, the wife was the only one crazy enough who wanted to race for pink slips.
You offered. I denied.
Mike. Yeah, I damn broke my back on them pyramids, that's for sure. Nope, my car, it is a bone stock Gen 1. It's got oil pump gears in it, and that's it. It's got
The only thing mine doesn't have.
it's got nothing done to it, other than oil pump gears. If you know coyotes, that's no performance gain. That's a reliability gain, is all that is. It just keeps it happy. But I really need to do valve springs in my car. I need to upgrade the valve springs in it so I can run the RPM out, because right now at 7,500 RPM it starts floating the valves because it's just pushing so much air, and the valve springs can't handle it. So $2,000 and a bunch of labor, I can do valve springs and turn the car up a little bit more. It'd probably be, so right now I run this car all the time on 10 psi. I can turn it up to 12 psi without any issues. Once I do valve springs, I'd be able to run it at 12 psi all the time, and then scramble button 15 psi, and it'd be fine. But right now it's living a happy life on 10 psi. The car has been turboed for 2 years now, and it don't smoke, it don't knock, I don't have any issues with it. So and it's fast enough for what we do with it, or what I do with it, really. There's some cars out there that are faster than me, and I really don't give a shit. Oh Lord, Mike with his jokes. Such a cute fella. Yeah, but I did put a TKX in it. It's got a overbuilt 8.8 in it. It's all tubular with Heim joints, coilovers all the way around, anti-roll bar and such. It's mini tubbed. Most of the stock interior. Yeah, that's what's happening with it. It's once it gets to a certain RPM, the boost is just, it's hanging the valves open. It's not that it's necessarily floating them, but it's hanging them open. When I first put the turbo kit on here, because the Coyote is a very efficient air pump, and when I first put the turbo on with a 10-pound spring in it, I was blowing the wastegate open, so it was only making 2 psi boost. And I fought with it and finally figured out what the hell's going on. with the help of the brains of the project. And I went onboard air and put a boost controller in it. And right now I put 18 pounds of air on the dome of the wastegate just to make 10 psi. So there's a 10-pound spring in it, and I'm putting 18 pounds of force on top of it. So you're looking at 28-pound spring just to make 10 pounds, which is crazy. Because usually you put the weakest spring in there to make enough to turn your boost controller on to actuate either your CO2 or your onboard air. Well, with a 5-pound spring in it, car makes absolutely no boost. So I had to go back up to a 10-pound spring just to make 2 pounds. Exactly, it makes exactly 2 pounds. It won't make any more than that without air on it.
I think my 9-pound makes 5 without the NACA.
Yeah, and the wife's car's got a little bit of the same problem, but she spent good money and bought good stuff. I cheaped out and bought cheap shit to make mine work because I'm frugal and I like buying parts 3 times.
It's not that. It's the name brand shit don't make good shit for yours.
Yeah. So it's like when I initially did the turbo kit, I upgraded the fuel system, so I thought, and then took it to the dyno and it was running out of volume of fuel. So I had to bring it back home and change everything. So I had to go to the 0304 Cobra tank, all 4 Innovations fuel system, 10 AN feed, 8 AN return. It's got 1050X injectors in it. The 4 Innovations fuel rails. It runs 2 Walboro 525 pumps constantly. When I dynoed it, they said I don't need a hob switch, so I could just, run it like it is, and that's how it's been doing. It's doing just fine. It still gets 20 miles to the gallon on E85, which is great. It does very well.
I've already burnt half tank.
Yeah. So, anyway, let me set the hood back on this. I don't know if I want to start on the fucking truck now or not. Honestly.
Just do it in the morning when the white comes.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it. Yeah, so Slow White's coming over. He's bringing his twin turbo LS Fox body over tomorrow. We're going to take the heads off of it and replace the head gaskets, and we're upgrading his turbo. So it's going from 66s to 72s. So we're going to put 2 new twins on it and pull the heads and put head gaskets on it. And then I got to put a Hydra booster in my stepmom's F-250. So I'll do that while he's tearing down. But I think we're going to hit a car show up at 9, hang out for a little while, and then come back and get started on that. So it'll probably be 1, 2 o'clock. I'll go live, and you guys can watch me work on an old truck, and y'all can watch him tear apart his car. But so I'm helping him with his car and such, give him a place to work on it, tools and what have you. So what he's going to do is he's going to give me his twins. So probably sometime this year we're going to be doing a twin turbo upgrade on my car. So you're going to see 2 little twins sitting in there, which should honestly help my car with the floating of the valves, because I'm not pushing so much boost through it. It'll be, let's call it 5 pounds on each side versus what it's doing now. Can a one-way fuel valve restrict fuel flow? Like in your fuel pump? if you were doing, who is it that has that? Like a lot of people use that in their external fuel pumps, to where it just pushes and it won't let it come back. It won't backfeed into the pump. No, they're not designed to restrict fuel flow.
Do you want a hand with the hood? Or you got it?
Yeah, you can give me a hand with it. Make life a little easier. There we go. Right as rain. Will you take this one in, House? I think I might hit that guy up in Lakeland that I sent you that ad for.
The one that was.
$100 for all these parts. They had a bunch of
I
shit.
thought you messaged that one and he was like, yeah, I have it, but it's on the car.
No,
That wasn't
no,
it.
the one that I recently sent you.
I don't remember.
I think I sent it to you yesterday. And I was like, oh look, it figures I buy something new and somebody's got what I need right here for, pennies on the dollar. So maybe look that up on your phone.
You wanna roll this forward or no?
I'll do it. I'll sit here and talk to the people for a little while. See what we got going on. Hey, Lone Star, man, how was the track? You got a bunch of good photos out there. It's a little muggy. 82 degrees out here. A little muggy. Yeah, so when I go twins, I'll probably cut my fiberglass job back out and flatten that hood up. Or it might need to be modified again, because with the twins, the intake pipe comes across this way and goes to the throttle body, because you got to change your intercooler and such. So it may end up getting a hump through here. So I'll just have to, cut all that back out. And I'll probably leave that. I'm not worried with it. Cut this out for the piping, and then, make it flat on this side again and run a vein up the middle of that thing. Now that I know how to do fiberglass stuff. Yeah, I know, Mike. Sorry, buddy. It's not the taste of everybody. But the plan wasn't to leave that hood gray or a dark shadow gray. It was to just get some paint on it and some clear on it, make it presentable, and then buy paint to repaint the entire car again. Well, that's how I identify, Mike. I don't need a hood when you're running twins. Yeah. But with the, periodic rainstorms we get, I'd like to have one. I drove it with no hood on it, just because I didn't like the holes that I had cut in the hood. And I felt like a fucking hillbilly running around with no hood on the car. I didn't like it. So that's when I decided to try fiberglass. I did a pretty good job, for first time ever doing fiberglass. You can see on my sanding mark, because I never finished sanding it. You can see all my sanding scratches, because I hit it real quick with 2000 and then just buffed it. Used hard hard cut and a lighter cut and whatever the fuck fine, and then I just buffed it out. But you can see all my little fine sand and scratches. But that damn bubble's slicker than eel shit though. Look at that thing. A hernia hood is what some people call it. Did I have a piston failure? No, I did not. Those are there to clearance for the intake pipe. So the intake pipe is there. The intake is the next bump. And then over here off the side is where the turbo sticks through. Why are you calling me? I will not answer work. Sorry. Will not answer work call right now. I am off the clock. You can suck my you-know-what. It rhymes with clock. Me, not worky. Looks like a piston tried to go through the hood. Yeah, well, it's kind of in the wrong spot. It would need to be off on the sides. Usually when these go, everything goes out the bottom. If anything, it looks like I had an engine fire and the hood got soft and just bubbled up. Yeah. Yeah, when I put the turbo kit on there, and the Boss intake, the piping hit the bottom of the hood. So I just cut holes in the hood and was running around like that, and it just got to where it just, it was too Mad Max looking. It looked kind of stupid because I went, I got all liquored up and grabbed the 4-inch cutoff wheel and tried to be precision with a 4-inch cutoff wheel, and well, I didn't get too precision. I ended up cutting a gaping hole and even bigger hole at the intake, and then even bigger hole at the turbo, and it looked horrible. It was bad. So I didn't want to pay somebody to fix it, so I just did it myself. It turned out good. Yeah, nitrous backfires. I fucked some shit up. They ain't had one of those in a long time. Since this car up here. That my picture's falling off the wall. That car right there. That was my 83 that I had. That car had nitrous on it. And I missed a gear in that. Missed a gear in that on the button. Missed a gear on the button and floated the valves, and the valve smacked the piston. Bent 2 valves on number five cylinder. Yeah, it didn't end up too good. What year truck? It's a 90. What is the shop? Lady, don't even talk to me about the shop. It's a 5.0. It's got the 5.0 in it. You got a 96? Hell yeah. Nothing wrong with that. What motor you got in yours? You got the straight 6 in yours? I don't think they made those in 96. That should be a mod motor, right? Because I think, or is that the last year of the 302 and the 96? Should have been somewhere in that era. Yeah. Yeah, the truck loves the dual tanks. My wallet does not like filling them up. Oh, you got the straight 6 and a 96? You got a straight 6? Huh. I thought they stopped making that about 95-ish, and then just went all 302. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that old straight 6, man, that thing was a monster. Torque monster. Had a couple. Blow the header off? Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah, the only bad thing about the older trucks is when they did that, they had the ignition modules on the older ones, and they always burned out. Yeah, the 306s were monsters, man. They had torque for days. Torque for days. Honestly, I think if this had a 306 in it, I'd probably be more inclined to using it to tow the cars around versus the 302. But I don't know. That transmission that's in the truck has never been gone into. So it is the original unmolested transmission from the 90s. The only thing I've done is adjusted the TV cable on it, and that's it. Put some airbags in the back and tow. I'd like it if it was a 5-speed, or 4-speed with granny gear would be even better. Thought about putting a cam in it. Man, there's a guy that built the 306, and he took 2 LS cylinder heads and cut them and welded them together to fit on the Ford 306. It's out there on the tube. You just got to look it up. Look up LS head on inline 6, and it'll come up. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. You got a Mazda Speed, do you? Zoom, zoom, boom. That was just the Speed 6s or whatever the hell they were. My old roommate had one. We blew it up in front of my house. Doing a second gear pull, which was a no-no in those cars. The second gear pull, and just scattered the motor all down the street. Trail of oil and coolant all the way into my driveway. Sitting on 24s. Hell yeah. I remember when I ran nitrous and didn't pull any time, and yeah. Did you melt the piston? F350. Hell yeah, with 7.3 in it. Two-tone blue and silver. Was the wife's grandparents' truck, and that's cool. Gifted to me at 180,000 miles. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't read your comment. Yeah. Motor survived. Jeez. That's crazy. Yeah. I tell you what, man. I've been wanting a dually for a long, long time. Honestly, I like a square body dually, or a Suburban, old, 86, 87, 85-ish dually, bagged. God damn it. Oh, god damn it. Fucking beautiful. Oh, the Mazda. Okay, the Mazda 5-speed. Oh yeah, my Bronco had one of those, and I had a '90 Bronco that had the Mazda 5-speed in it. Yeah, I remember that now. You say that. Yeah. Well, there was more people watching earlier, Mike. So the Mustang might bring them, but the Mustang don't keep them. I think the F-150 keeps them around. I should have started showing that earlier. The F-150 is what keeps the boys in the yard. Yeah, this one's 2-wheel drive as well, and I honestly thought about just putting a leveling kit on it in 33s is what I thought about doing. I don't think I'd lower it none. I don't know. The old, the brick noses and shit like that, they don't look good low. They don't look good low. It's a lot of wheel well. If you don't put like a massive wheel and tire underneath of it, it just doesn't look good. They weren't meant to be low. They were meant to be, skied the fuck out. I can't tell everybody what I do for 2 shrimp ramen. 2 shrimp ramen and almond joy. Whee! Repainted gloss black short bed. Oh, it's a short bed truck. Sweet. 400 shot. 40 degrees of timing. Wow. Wow. Don't miss my 97 jelly bean. 40 degrees on 400 shot. It's amazing that it survived. Jesus Christ. Is that all at one time or 3 different kits? Sound like a rap song. I got 2 shrimp ramen and an almond joy. Wiggy, 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 wiggy. Microwave that water so it's nice and hot. World Tours, what's up, man? All at one time. Great, googly. Ooh, a 95 Lightning. Sweet. I'd like to get my hands on one of those, man, but good Lord, they're expensive. Just finished your fast. Oh, just finished my fast. Wow. Now you're going to eat. You eat like a king now. Or you're not going to eat it all because it's going to make you sick as shit. Hey, Chad. Yep, I had a 4-hour car. It's 86 GT T-top car. Fourth gear tops out at 148 miles an hour. So 148 miles an hour. In Mexico. And on the Autobahn. Sold it with 30K on it. Damn. Somebody got a nice truck. Yeah, factory. From a dig. I mean, I've raced from a dig. We usually, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I top out 4th gear. It's probably more than a quarter of a mile, I'll guarantee you that. But maybe not. I don't know. It hasn't been down a track, so I couldn't tell you what it would mile an hour now. Maybe in a quarter mile, it might trap 130, 135. You know, depending on how I got off the line with it and what kind of 60 I'd cut. But so it's been 9 years since this car has been on a track. What? Yeah, but I've told the story before. There's a lot of people in the chat that know the story, but when this car had the Windsor in it, I took it to the track and I ripped the rear differential off of the body. It pulled the upper torque box off of the body. It ripped all the mounts, pulled the mounts off the body, and everything. So I had to take all that down. The rear was trashed. All the suspension got bent up. So mini tubbed it, did upper lower torque boxes. I did the tubular upper torque box. I did the coilover relocation, moved everything in. I knew it even bent the anti-roll bar because I had twisted it up so bad. So when I fixed all that and the car just sat, I didn't have a whole lot of time for it back then. And then I got fed up with it sitting, so I pulled the engine and transmission out and sold it and used that money to do the Coyote swap. Thanks, World Tours. Appreciate you. '89 Trans Am T-top car. Chad, my wife has got a 2000 WS6 T-top car. We just 6-speed swapped it. It's a built LS, single turbo. Looks like a car in Back to the Future. Yeah, that was a DeLorean, made by Steve DeLorean. Really, really different cars once you look at them. 8th mile, yeah. I've never 8th mile raced anything, but I'd assume it'd probably be mid-5 car. Somewhere, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe 6s, high 5s, maybe. It all depends. I don't want to, hold it at $6,000 and slide off the clutch and, really get after it. So it'd probably, honestly, now if I drove it, it'd probably 60 foot and 8th mile really, really bad, but it would pick it all up at the back end of the track. Just because I don't want to break anything. So I'd come off soft, have a horrible 60, probably do like a 2.0 60, and probably like a 6 something 8th mile and just pick it up at the back end of the track. On the street with a draggy, it like I said, it spins. If I prepped and got the car to hook, it'd probably do really well. But like I said, I don't like to prep. I'd much rather it just spin. Same with when it was in A, it would spin through 3 gears. I know that when I data-logged the car, we did it at the track, right? So when it was in A, it run 1050s when it was in A, and that was shifting it early, rolling off the clutch, slipping the clutch slow, taking off, 1/8s, 1/960s, just data logging it for the tuner, and it still run 1050s, and that was taking it easy. Saw the new owner getting gas and didn't say anything. You should have said, "Hey man, let me buy my truck back." The 2000 Lightning, yeah, the mod motor trucks do really well when they're built. 85 Monte Carlo SS. Had that thing for 25 years. Damn. Nothing wrong with that. I like a good G body. 350 to 5-speed. Now that's cool. I had a 78 Malibu, and for years when I was a kid, I wanted to put a 4-speed Muncie in it. For years. Just never got around to doing it. Yeah. You gotta love it until you get down about 900 feet in the ass of that thing just starts doing that old G-body shuffle. Yeah. Do a lot of street stuff now. Like I said, the cats around here, they like to do roll racing more than they like to do dig racing. Some of them still do it, but generally it's the people that have all-wheel drive that like to do dig racing, so they have the advantage. But like I said, there's tons of racing, tons of street racing stuff on my channel. It's just all locked down. A ride in a Malibu. Yeah, I had a 78 Malibu Classic. I had a 78 Malibu Classic, had a 355 and a 350 in it. It was a fun car. Heavy as all get out. Yeah. Yeah, I had that, my first car was a 72 Chevelle, and I wrapped it around an oak tree, and I took the drivetrain out of that and put it in that Malibu, and I drove that thing for years. Ooh, 71 El Camino. Hell yeah. I've not been to Real Speed. They're supposed to be doing some big dyno day the Real Speed. I think it was Real. Was it Real Speed or was it True Street? Might have been True Street. Somebody's doing a big dyno day, having a big car show and stuff in Sanford. The Real Street. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Always the oak trees. Them damn things just step out in front of you. Fucking oak tree. Yeah, I wrapped that thing around the oak tree driver's side door. Split my nose open, and I wore glasses, and the glasses broke and cut my eyebrow open. I had, I think it was 23 stitches through my nose, from nostril across over top of the other nostril, all through the cartilage. That really sucked. Getting stitches put in that, and then I think it was 8 in my eyebrow. It really sucked. It really sucked. That car was beautiful. It was midnight blue, had black diamond tuck leather interior in it. Really nice car. Yeah. Young and dumb. Young and dumb. Thick glasses. Oh, yeah. Yeah, bottle caps, man. I had bottle cap glasses when I was a kid. Because, they didn't, lens technology wasn't there. But, yeah, I had some real thick glasses. But it was the frame that got me. The frame of the glasses broke, and that's what cut my eyebrow. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. Yep. The good old days. That was the only car I ever totaled that was mine. The only car I ever totaled that was mine. It was a good time. Anyway, I'm going to get the hell off here, you guys. I appreciate everybody stopping in. Dude, hit me up, man. Hit me up. We'll go out on the town. Show the Mustang. There you go, Jay. I'll hit you up. I mean, I'll give you a quick walk around. I was gonna call tonight, but I'll give you a quick walk around. Let me unhook my phone here. My hood props for car shows. So we got a boost leash, boost controller, got the AFR there, and the vent on the other side is the boost gauge that you can barely see. Let me zoom in a little bit. There you go. Got my SCT. It's got a digital dash in it from Intellitronics, which I do not recommend Intellitronics dashes. They look cool, but they are fucking garbage. Everything's off. The RPM's off. Mile an hour is the only thing that's right, and that's GPS controlled. The temperature is off by 10 degrees. The oil pressure is stupid. Fuel gauge is off by about a quarter of a tank. Ohms are set perfectly, but the tank still reads off. Amp meter works. It has no choice but to work properly. Little shift light down there. Got that man pedal in it. See it peeping over there on the side. You got a CTS V. Sweet. I've always wanted one. Let's see if the hatch is open. Oh, hatch is open. So back here we got a little bit of sound. Got my toolbox, battery, and my air compressor for my onboard air. Mini tubbed, caged slightly. Got my air conditioner. There's usually one on the other side, but my son was building Minecraft forts in the house, and he wanted the fan to put in his Minecraft fort, so I took the fan out for him. But it's got a I don't want to take the hood back off. It's got a Gen 1 Coyote motor in it, single turbo. I'm in Florida, Central. What, 150? Dusty. Pollen season here. Everything's got pollen on it. Yeah, T-top car. Yep. Yeah, it's 86 GT T-top car. I bought it from the original owner. It had 83,000 original miles on it. And then I fucked it up by modifying the shit out of it. Should have left it alone. Should have got it running, rebuilt it. But I didn't. I was dumb. I'll admit that. And make that kind of dude, that's years. That's 10 years. 10 years of doing stuff to this car. A little bit at a time. A little bit at a time. It was an all-out race car for a long time. And then I got tired of it sitting. And then I coyote swapped it. But I coyote swapped this car 8 years ago. And that was just when coyote swapping started to become popular. So, it wasn't bad. Like I bought a motor and an MT82 for $4,500. Motor had 30,000 miles on it. So I paid $4,500. Took a 4-hour trip one way. Paid the guy and came home and got all the parts together. And a friend of mine and I backed it into the garage on a Saturday and drove it out on a Sunday. A home garage. Oh, you're talking about a home garage? Yeah. Yeah, it's escrow, baby. Escrow. Fox body's an 86. Yeah. Yeah, we bought this house in Florida, and the lady that was selling it had an Expedition parked in the attached garage. So it's got a 2-car attached, and she had an Expedition in there. I was like, man, the garage ought to be big enough for what we want to do. Cool. So we bought the house and put 3 toolboxes in there, a welder, and some other stuff, and was like, yeah, this garage isn't big enough. So what money I had left over from selling my house in Virginia, we used it to build the garage. And from doing everything turnkey, it was $25K. I did not see the yellow SN95. Get me 2 escrows. Yeah. But it's spelled with an E, just in case. Said Moe's. Damn. Drive to Tennessee. I need one. I need a bolt-on. Is it 4-inch? Is it 4-inch? Does it go to the cowl? If it's an outlaw hood, I'm not interested. But if it's a 4-inch and it's a bolt-on, I'm interested. Thanks, man. Shit's about to go down. I appreciate you. Massachusetts. Great. Googly. Yeah. Sucks there now. Are you getting a lot of snow and cold weather? Massachusetts. Oh, okay. I mean, don't make a special trip out of it. But if you're planning on coming down anytime soon, if nobody buys the damn thing from you, you got it posted for sale and nobody buys it from you between now and whenever the hell you come to Florida, I'll definitely get it from you. Hell yeah. I appreciate everybody stopping in, man. It means a lot to me that I'm remotely interesting enough for people to hang out and talk. It's a good time. Anyway, that being said, snow. Fucking snow. Move out of there. That being said, you guys, I'm going to get the hell out of here. If you subscribed, I appreciate it. If you liked it, I appreciate it. Hell, just hanging out, I appreciate it. Y'all take it easy. Stay out of trouble.